Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about what to actually do when she pulls away. So, you're dating a woman and you thought things were going really well, and suddenly she is showing less interest than she did before, or perhaps she has completely ghosted you. She has pulled away from you in some shape or form. So the natural thing that a lot of guys do, and also a lot of women do when they're in this kind of situation too, is they feel like they need to do something. They feel like they need to reach out, find out what's going on. They need some kind of closure. When in reality, that kind of thing is not going to help the situation, okay? It may help the situation if you're fully moved on and you kind of want closure because you just want to know what happened. But if you are hoping to reattract this woman, then trying to get closure or try to figure out what went wrong isn't going to help the situation, okay? For some reason, she needs space, okay? That's why she's pulled away. She needs space from you, okay? So the best thing to do is to actually just give her that space and not message her, not call her, not interact with her whatsoever, because if she's pulled away, then more than likely you've probably already sent her a message or you phoned her up and she hasn't responded to you. Okay, she hasn't returned the call, she hasn't returned the message. So there's no need for you to do anything else because you've sent the message or you sent the voicemail, you sent the call. You've done it, okay? And more than likely, she knows how you feel about it. She knows that you're interested. She knows that you like her. Otherwise, you wouldn't be putting in the effort and you wouldn't still be, trying to date her. So she knows how you feel about her. So if she knows how you feel about her and you've tried to contact her, she knows. And there's nothing left for you to do. The ball is in her court. A lot of guys think as well, and the same with women too, again, when they're in this situation, is they think, oh, maybe he's testing to see, or maybe she's testing to see if I'm still interested. So they think that, oh, maybe she hasn't reached out to me because she wants to see me put in more of an effort and she wants me to reach out to her again, okay, because she thinks that I don't like her or something along those lines. But usually that's false. That's the false, basically, illusion of you trying to figure out ways to contact her, because you're giving yourself an excuse basically to talk to her, okay? Like, oh, I need to reach out to her because maybe it's because of this, maybe it's because of something I've done and I need to apologize, okay? Unless it's blatantly obvious that you've done something to piss her off, okay? Right? Like, let's take a dramatic one. Let's say you cheated on her, right? And she knows that, yeah, then obviously, yeah, you're in the wrong, yeah? But more than likely, this came out of nowhere. You were dating, everything was going really well, and suddenly she's backed away and you don't know why. Okay, and so if you don't know why, then more than likely it could be that she's just genuinely lost interest in you. Or one of the common things that I see as well is the reason why sometimes women pull away, even from guys that they're dating, and it's been going really, really well. Usually what's happened, well, a lot of the time what's happened is another guy that she prefers has come back. So her ex-boyfriend has come back, who she has a stronger emotional investment in. Or a guy that she's just had a crush on for a long time has come back into her life and she's trying to make it work with that guy. So a lot of the time, sometimes that's what's actually going on. You could do every single thing right, okay? And a woman may still back away from you simply because there's another guy she prefers, who she spent more time with or she spent more time ruminating over, okay? And should she have been dating you if she's had such a strong feeling for someone else? No, but it's just one of those things that does unfortunately happen. And I'm sure you've had those kinds of experiences yourself. Let's say you really liked a girl when you went to school, right? Let's say it was a good girl that you really liked at school, and you had a huge crush on her and you had a crush on her for years, let's say, okay? And you started dating a new girl, right? You started talking to a new girl. But then all of a sudden this crush came back into your life in some shape or form. Maybe you started working together or something along the lines, and you're thinking, wow, maybe I can make it work with her who I've liked for so long. Yeah, and it's all because you've had and you may even ditch the girl that you was dating, okay, because you had a stronger emotional investment in this crush that you've had for years, okay, and you now start to think, oh, maybe I can make things work with her, so you can see how it can kind of happen, right? I mean, just imagine that for you. Just imagine like the biggest crush that you've ever had on a girl, right? And then she comes back into your life, or she just messages you and says, hey, let's hang out. What are you going to do, right? You've liked her for years, so you're going to, more than likely, you're going to put more of your attention on the woman that came back into your life, if you still have those strong feelings for her, of course. If you don't have any strong feelings whatsoever, then maybe you wouldn't do that, and if you're completely over it. But it's just what you can see how it can happen, right? And that's a lot of the time what sometimes happens when women pull away, okay? But anyway, getting back to the point is that she knows how you feel. You've more than likely sent her a message or a voicemail or something, and the ball is in her court. It's her turn to respond to you. And if she's not giving you that response, then she just doesn't like you enough, okay, for whatever reason. So the best thing for you to do, what to actually do when a woman pulls away, is to just let her go. Just let it be. Let her go immediately. Okay? Now, of course, that's easier said than done, because if you really like her, it's hard to let go of someone that you really like. But it's the only thing that you've got left to do, because you've done everything else. And like I said, more than likely, she knows how you feel about her. She knows that you're interested. She knows that you want to continue dating her. So if she knows how you feel, there's not a lot else you can do. The only thing you can do is nothing, which in a way is great, because this is very lazy, right? You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to send her a message. You don't have to phone her up again. You don't have to try and get closure. Just let it go. Just be lazy with it. Just be like, okay, well, I'm not going to do anything. Now, if this woman does still like you, once you've given her that space and she's then had the time to miss you, she'll come back if she still likes you. If she doesn't like you, then you'll just never hear from her again. So once this has happened, though, of course, it's difficult to get over it, right? It's difficult to get over a woman. You can't just, like I said, I say let go immediately, but it's difficult to let go of someone emotionally immediately, okay? You can let go of her in the sense of you're not going to message her anymore, but there's going to be some lingering emotions there. It's not like you're just going to forget about her overnight. So what I would suggest that you do is, if you've got a few other women that you're talking to, then focus on those women. Focus on the women who do want you, who are paying attention to you. Or go out and find women who will pay attention to you. Get yourself some dating apps, or reopen your dating apps. Go to places that you would like to go to, so it's easy to strike up conversations with women. So, for example, let's say you like going to marathons and stuff, you like running marathons, then sign up for a marathon, see if you can meet some women there at the start or finish line and have a chat, because it's easier then to break the ice. If you go to events and places that you have a genuine interest in, then it's easier to strike up conversations with women, because you've got a common interest. It's much easier to do that than meeting a woman sort of serendipitously at the supermarket, right? It can happen, but it's quite rare, and it's easier to go to events and places that you have a common interest in. So it's just easier to break the ice. So focus on women who do want you. And another thing that really helps as well is learning to enjoy being single, because sometimes we get so desperate for a relationship that it becomes the first thing that we think about, the first thing that we're trying to do in our lives, trying to become in a relationship. But if you enjoy being single and you know how to use your time wisely, and you find pleasure in just being on your own by, perhaps you have a bunch of goals that you're trying to achieve, perhaps you've got hobbies that you find really interesting, perhaps you've got some great friendships and you like hanging out with them, just try and create a lovely single lifestyle for you so you can enjoy being single. And the great thing is when you learn to enjoy being single, if you start dating a new woman and you start liking her, if it fizzles out, whether it fizzles out in the dating stage or the relationship stage or even the marriage stage, but you know how to enjoy being single, you have this sense of security, like, I know that I'm gonna be fine if this whole thing disintegrates, because I don't mind being single. It's okay to be single. Yeah, it'll hurt, I'll be heartbroken, it will suck, but I know I'll be okay. I know that I'm gonna be fine. I know that I can get myself back on my feet. I know that I can get over this because I like being single. I know how to spend that time, okay? So find a way to enjoy being single. And if you can find the joy in being single, then it's not going to matter so much when this kind of thing happens, because it can happen quite a lot, okay? So that's what you should actually do when a woman pulls away. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. You can find the link for it down in the description of this video. And if you would rather just coach yourself, then you can also go and read my book 100% for free on the same website, www.christineloveridge.com. You don't have to sign up for the book. You don't have to log in to the website. You just read it on the website. You just go to the menu on the website and then click on the book, and it'll take you straight there to the PDF reader where you can read it 100% for free. Okay? So thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.